Now, typical of reporting season, we see foreign investors come into the market. That is just around the corner. Are we seeing the foreigners directing the markets as we saw in the beginning of the year?
Thank you, Terryanne. First of all, I would like to start by saying that there is a very positive market expectation on the direction of the GDP of the country. Most analysts place the expected GDP growth for this year of 2010 at between 3.5 to 4%, which is a significant improvement over last year. So as a result of that, many investors look at Kenya as a very, very lucrative opportunity to invest in. We have seen, especially this month, is many investors are expecting financials sector to report. And as a result of that, we saw a lot of activity in the financial sector. We've seen equity. Now we're seeing KCB. Yesterday, more than 10 million shares exchanged hands. Significant participation from foreign investors. Yes, there's a positive expectation on the Kenya financial sector, and hence we're seeing a lot of investors putting a lot of attention on it.
Talking about financials, if you could focus quickly on KCB, they have an aggressive expansion strategy across the East African region. They're cross-listed in Uganda as well as Rwanda. The fundamentals of this company are strong. What is your outlook as we go into the reporting season?
KCB's outlook is increasingly looking positive. Many of the branches that they started out of Kenya, in southern Sudan, in Uganda, in Rwanda now, many of them will be coming onto the profit zone. So we expect quite a number of those branches to start adding on to the bottom line of the company. Also, we know that KCB has the most extensive network in the country, and hence they stand to benefit from the positive outlook of the GDP of the country.
East Africa Breweries Limited, we've also seen quite some action on that particular counter. What are your expectations? We expect the results to be out anytime from next week. How are investors looking at this counter?
With East Africa Breweries, we have to, of course, take into consideration the fact that they have had one of the most serious competition of late. We have, a new company that has come into the alcoholic beverage sector, and that has forced a lot of competition in that sector. Secondly, we also have a couple of restrictions on how they advertise on the TV, on the media, that they have to come, after 9 o'clock news. However, these actually tend to make big companies to become more innovative and to come up with better structures to reach their own customers. We wait to see, how these new methods they have employed to capture customers, how it is affecting the companies.